Hello, now welcome to this week's coffee vlog. Friday on the way home, 19th of June, and it's a bit cloudy and grey, not great really. Bit of a change from a week ago when it was lovely and hot and sunny, and now it's just a bit not great. So this week, yeah, it's been fun. Update on the water leak. All repairs and roadworks are now gone from the road, which I think everyone is grateful for, and the leak is stopped, so that's great news. Basically they've turned off our original water supply, which somehow was linked to the leak at the back, don't know how, and yes, we've now got a different supply, well, just being fed from the opposite end of the building really. So all that is fixed and they're not leaking at the back anymore, so they're pleased they don't have puddles everywhere, and the water board aren't losing tons of water all the time, and people aren't moaning at me, so that's good. So that bit's been sorted out. I got a bit curious on Wednesday, or curiosity got the better of me, and you know what curiosity did to the cat, don't you? So yeah, finally I thought, oh, iOS 9 beta, let's give that a try. What could possibly go wrong? Yes, so Wednesday installed iOS 9 beta, and just to, you know, really put the icing on the cake, I also installed watch OS 2, which was a bit of a trial. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the install process for updates for the watch. Installing our iOS 9 beta was pretty much like doing anything else, same sort of thing. I backed up DFU mode, restored it, and it worked fine. I just completely flummoxed myself because it didn't reinstall any of my apps at all. I could not figure out why, and iTunes just kept saying they were pending, and then I realised that I'd actually got restrictions on and turned off the App Store and also installing and deleting apps, so that was probably why. And once I undid those restrictions, it was fine again, so that was good. But installing the watch OS 2 was woof. It took, well, it started off, it was going to take 2 hours to download the firmware in the watch app. Seemed a bit excessive, but that started to speed up. Eventually it said about 45 minutes, and I think it did take about 45 minutes to download the firmware. So goodness knows how big watch firmware is. So it took about 45 minutes to download it. Obviously the watch is going to be charging an over 50% before it'll even do anything. So I thought, great, I'll just leave it sat there, my phone and my watch both sat on charge while they get busy doing that. So 45 minutes to download it, then it says preparing for watch, and that took, I think, another hour. I don't know whether that was preparing or putting it on the watch or whatever else. It seemed to take forever. And then finally it started rebooting itself, and then rebooted itself a few more times, and then I thought, yes, it's done it, and then I went into settings and it still said 1.01, and I was like, what have you been doing for 2 hours, you stupid bit of technology? So I had the ridiculously stupid idea that maybe if I unpaired the watch from the phone, that might kick-start the updated firmware. So I unpaired it, which would involve 5 minutes of spinning cogs on the phone watch app and on the watch itself while it tried to figure that out, and then the watch went black and did nothing at all, and did nothing when I pressed either button. Press button, nothing. Black, nothing. Nothing happening, nothing. Cue me being a bit sort of sweaty and irritable, and then I had the bright idea that maybe if I held both buttons down, because of course on general iOS devices, iPads, iPhones, iPod touches, if you hold the sleep wake button and the home button together long enough, you get it to boot or do something anyway. So I held both the digital crown down and also the other button, which is just the other button to me, and lo and behold, after what seemed like an eternity of holding them, I got an Apple logo. Whoa, that's a new place for him. I got an Apple logo, and it booted. Although admittedly it booted, asked for a passcode. I know it booted because this was then, because I've unpaired it, it then wanted to restore from a backup or set up as new, and I thought I'll restore him as a backup, why not? So restored it as a backup, and that took another chuffing ages, and eventually it came up and it worked finally. Bit of a relief, and yeah, I got into it and got to finally get a look at all those new great features, and yeah, probably my favourite of the features, crikey, that's a big truck. My favourite of the features has to be that time-lapse face. That is really good. Really like that. What I would like, it'd be a lot, well, it'd be a good idea if they could do it, is if they did the time-lapse face, but if they could change the image based on the weather. I mean, that would be fantastic then, if you could have a time-lapse, you know, if it's raining, a sort of a time-lapse of a rainy scene, if it's sort of slightly cloudy, time-lapse of cloudy, and then sunny, like time-lapse of a beach or something like that, because it's sunny. That, you know, that would be, yeah, I'd really like that. So hopefully they come up with some idea like that. Also got some other faces to have a go with. Just to use your own personal photos, and that's relatively straightforward. You just favourite photos, and it seems to add your favourites into that. And I believe you can also have rotating photos. Also, there's going to be complications. These third-party apps can appear in the little sort of boxy bits on the face you can have, but as of yet, of course, no one's produced anything for that, so that's not particularly useful. Battery life, iOS 9 generally was horrible yesterday. It's the first time ever my 6 Plus ran out of battery before I did. I think I had to put it on charge about 10 o'clock last night. Completely died, which is unheard of. Although I have found out today, I did notice that apparently if you turn off iCloud backup and also iCloud drive, that seems to resolve the majority of the really bad battery drain on the iOS 9 beta. So I've given that a try, and I've got to admit, since then it's not been draining as bad as it was anyway. Watch wise, watch was fine yesterday. Obviously Wednesday night is when I updated it. Yesterday it pretty much was okay. It wasn't as good as it has been, but it was alright. But today, for some bizarre reason, it's been really draining quick. But I think I'm going to put it down to the fact I was messing about installing third-party apps, or trying to, because some don't seem to want to install at all, but it's probably because they're changing the way third-party apps are running, because obviously part of WatchOS 2 is that they'll run native as opposed to running from your phone and transferring the information across. So that's probably why some are having problems installing, and I think installed ones then are also having problems running yet until they get updated for the OS 2. These are all reasons why you shouldn't install betas, just developers. But yeah, so I think I installed some last night. I'm putting that down to why it suddenly started draining the battery on the watch more today. So I've gone back through and deleted or removed most of those apps. I'll see how I get on after that. So yes, generally iOS 9 beta, the actual features of it seem quite good. The change in multitasking took a bit of getting used to, but I do quite like it now. I think they've more beautified it more than anything, but it's kind of nice. Not used much of the new sort of this lookup feature where it's going to scan through all your data on your phone to find out things, but certainly the search APIs look good with suggested ideas when you get into that. On the whole, yeah, it's I'm liking it and the new features. Shame about the battery drain, but hopefully I've got that bit sorted out. And yeah, if they can get some of the watch features updated as well, that'll be gratefully received. So yeah, shall keep an eye on what's going on with the beta. Obviously, I was going to hold out and wait till the next beta, because people had said all about the battery drain and everything, and I think we should get an updated release on Monday if it follows normal sort of beta release protocols. So I was going to, but like I say, curiosity got the better of me, and I had a bit of a break in time to do it on Wednesday, so I thought, oh, let's go ahead and do it. And yeah, maybe I should have waited, but it's not terrible. I can live with it, like I say, and manage and get around stuff. So yeah, it's not as bad as it could be. And the watch, like I said, the watch isn't that bad at the moment, really. It's been a bit draining faster today, but that's just because what's like I say, those third-party apps I installed, most of them I don't ever use anyway on it, so I'll get rid of those again. So I'm gonna call in at the shop for some bits, now and milk, amongst other things. So I'm just gonna come around here and stop, and what I will do, I'll show you this time-lapse face if I can, because that is absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to can you see that? It's gone off now. Bit hard to show you like that, but there you go. In fact, why am I doing that? Because I can just take you out of here and then do, oh yeah, do that, and oh no, I've got it on the front of my hair. Can I switch? Oh, no, I can't switch around. Da, da, da. Fantastic, I really do like that. Wake up, come on. No. One other bug is sometimes it doesn't like waking up. Was really good on 1.01, but not now. Right, off in the shop. See you in a minute. And I'm back with milk, because tea on a morning just doesn't taste the same when you haven't got any milk in it. Not I'm averse to black tea, but I prefer it with milk in. So yeah, that was it. So all exciting stuff going on with the watch, the new watch that Bob spotted, actually. Well spotted, Bob. He sneaked out there. Yes, I truly am rubbish at holding out on shiny Apple toys. So the other thing I wanted to quickly talk about this week was there's a little thing run by Casual UK, or watch it does a lot of tech unboxings and reviews. I think a lot of gaming stuff and things. So quite enjoyed quite a lot of his videos. But he did this secret project with Jordan Ash, who I picked up on because he's been doing these Tech UK chats with Purav from PDTalkintech and Mosford. And Casual UK had done this secret project, and I've been watching those videos. And it's actually been really, really good, because what the entire project was is he got a load of products from various companies donated, and he put all this work in to get them so he could provide them for Purav. So yeah, he did this project and sort of coordinated it with Jordan Ash and some other people so that they could surprise Purav basically and go around and give him all these goodies out the back of his car. So I watched those sets of videos. I'll drop a link in for them actually. And yeah, it was great. Absolute shock on Purav's poor face when I think because he got a phone call from his mum just saying like, there's some YouTube people outside. He was out, and of course he had no idea what was going on. You know, YouTube people, what they're coming to tell me something about my YouTube channel or something, I suppose. But yeah, so he was out, and then he went back, and just the sort of shock on his face when he was presented with his boot full of goodies. But lots of great things, and obviously it's a really nice gesture to help him out, because he does some great content. And yeah, I think even though he has very limited budget and doesn't have a great deal of very good quality kit, what the PDTalkintech channel and what it produces, every video he does is like 110% quality. He does such a fantastic job on every one. It's always perfect, and he puts so much time and effort in. It's amazing, really. And you can tell he doesn't necessarily do that many because he spends so much time on each one to make it so good. You know, I mean, for me, I just bang this thing together in about 10 minutes and throw it on the channel and forget about it for the next week, because you know, I've not really got time to spend doing ages. But yeah, Purav does a great job on his stuff, and it was really good to see that people sort of got together, appreciated what he did, and made an effort to try and help him out and get even better kit so he can do even better videos. So I was really impressed with that. I'll drop a link below, but I imagine most people who watch this already know about him, and perhaps already know about that as well. But I just wanted to say I thought that was a really nice gesture done by Casual UK and Jordan Ash for Purav. It was well deserved, and I hope he enjoys all those items, but certainly well deserved. Anyway, I better go in because they're probably wondering why I'm sat in the car talking to myself. So have a good weekend, and I shall catch you next week, and hopefully all my Apple devices will last on battery a little bit longer. Okay, bye.